we are, Vape fam. It's been a while since I've done a recording or broadcast. My wife's away right now. That's the reason we've not been doing TV on, Vapors TV and such. But while she's away, I did want to jump on here and give some thoughts and stuff that's been going on in the vaping community. Evidently, my dog wants to make his presence known. As always, he always waits until I get ready to do the broadcast. But anyway, hope everyone out there is having a good vaping Sunday. It's playoff football Sunday. Go Pack. Big Packers fan here, so I'll be rooting on for the Green Bay Packers to advance to the next round. I wanted to give some thoughts on the past couple weeks. Some of the mods I've gotten, some of the juice I've been dripping, and I've been really excited that I got a sinus infection too, if you can't tell. But I was able to pick up this Able from Goodfellas Vapor up in Massachusetts, and I got some Anarchist wire. I actually got the wire yesterday in the mail from Select Vape, so I threw a nice little 20 gauge 6-wrap on here, and man, I cannot brag on AV enough on this mod. It is I love the locking feature, so there's no accidental fires. It's nice and small, not that heavy. I picked up the Modfather cap to come along with it there, and the torpedo deck, and I love the torpedo deck as well. Very nice, tight fitting cap. I usually have to drip through the top of it to keep from, because the cap is so tight. So, but man, this thing vapes like no other. So, sorry for the background noise with the heater going on here. It is a little chilly up here in Virginia. But I'll be in that mod. I'll be vaping on this TGR Vapor Snake Venom. Awesome juice. Tastes like a strawberry cream soda. So one of my favorites from them. So AV is probably perhaps my favorite company. We've decided that we're going to do away with pretty much almost the rest of my other mods and stuff, and go strictly to AV, because I appreciate their quality, craftsmanship, and also their presence in the vaping community. That's a huge deciding factor for me. Is they advocate for our right to vape, and that's large in my book. So a huge shout out and thanks to AV for their time and effort into the what they do for the vaping community, putting out some really quality products, and I absolutely love their mods. The other one, I grabbed this Manhattan, picked it up, and I traded an Alliance for this Thundercloud RDA for the top of it. Show both screens here, and I'm absolutely in love with this RDA as well. Man, I'm telling you, this Thundercloud works really well on top of this Manhattan. And on it, I'll be dripping some Cloud Chemistry Vapors Mythical Milk. Great juice. And with that being said, I do want to thank my sponsors for everything they do for me, and my wife, helping us out as we try to get their product, promote their products, and giving me tips, stuff like that, and expanding my contacts within the vaping community. So I do thank TGR Vapor and Cloud Chemistry Vapor as well. With that being said, I like the I like the, you know, the AV products. We also use a Reuleaux that I got from Cloud Chemistry Vapor. I've dropped this thing twice now, one on concrete, and luckily it didn't break. It did scratch up the battery door, so I found a sticker and stuck a sticker on there. But this thing is unbelievable when it comes to battery life. And when I'm in the mood to grab a box and want to, you know, use a box, I always go for that Reuleaux. But I'm a mech mod fanatic at heart, and that's what I use the most of. You know, I wanted to share some thoughts on vape shops, and I see a lot of vape shops out and about that in my visits that I can tell the ones who want to promote vaping and do everything they can to help a vapor or a person trying to quit cigarettes or chewing tobacco, and I can tell where their heart's at when I'm in the shop. You know, how they interact with the customers and such. So, you know, it's a little disappointing to go into a shop and you know, see someone trying to quit smoking and they're wanting to jump headfirst into the mechanical mods or hybrids, and they want to start off at the top, and that's not the way it needs to be. Fam, it's important that we get these people and we help them to understand that vaping is not something that you can just jump into from day one and expect to know everything, safety and features, and be able to vape productively. So, you know, it's a little disappointing when you see someone come in and they're wanting to jump into a mech mod and they sell it to them and they leave and, you know, are dissatisfied with the product and vaping in general. So, you know, if you know a shop like that, I urge you to take the time to sort of help lead them back to the what do you call it, the right attitude to have in the vaping community. You know, it's not about the money. It's not about who can sell the most product or who has a certain you know, carries the most mods or has the most juice. And it's real disturbing to see people like that do care about it that way. So, you know, when I encourage vapors that as they want to progress, you know, there's some vapors that when they vape, they're just using it solely for the purpose to quit smoking, and that's it, which is fine. If that's you roll with it. That's, you know, but it's the guys and gals that want to take it to the next level, that wants to progress vaping, increase their knowledge, and to increase their collection of mods and such things. So, you know, for those guys, you know, take the time to research the companies. I've had a bad experience with CNR box mods, and I put a thing on my YouTube channel. You can go check it out. But the short story of the story is, you know, I've spent, when I first started vaping, I probably spent somewhere close to $1,000 with these guys, which isn't a lot of money in the big picture of things, but for me, that's a lot of money to spend with one company. That's where my loyalty laid, is with them, and I promoted them, done everything I could to try to help them guys out. And last year I had a switch go out in one box I purchased, and I actually won a box from them on a Veterans Day contest they had. And it took 4 months to get the box back that had the bad switch in it. And once I put the batteries in it and put RDA on it, come to find out the switch was still broke. So it's like they didn't even bother to fix it. Around the same time that I sent that box off, I won that the second box from him for being a veteran, and I'm still waiting for the box. It's been like 5-6 months now, but they're constantly posting stuff on Instagram about new box designs and stuff like this. So, you know, it's very bad business to do something like that and not even have the common courtesy to talk to me about it. So, you know, with research the companies before you start spending a great deal of money with them. And that's another reason why we chose to go AV, is because their customer service is on par, their products are on par, and you know it's a company and group that we can be proud of to represent. So big kudos to those guys, and that goes as well to the juice companies. The juice companies, it seems like every Tom, Dick, and Harry is out there making juice now. The juice companies, research them as well. If you have a chance, go check out the shop or go check out the lab and see where you know your juice is being made, that so they don't fall back into one of those Dr. Cremi's ordeal. We visited both our sponsors, Juice Wise, and I can attest and testify that their labs are super clean. They both offer excellent juice, diacetyl free, healthy, good tasting juice that you can, it's not just a 2 or 3 hour vape, it's an all day vape. So with that being said, research your companies that you're going to spend your time and money with if you're looking to progress vaping and get into more of the collector's aspect, or to get bigger exposure and such. So respect the companies, but do investigate them. So with that being said, I tried out some Anarchist wire. Now my experience with wires, I'm not as knowledgeable with wire as I am with batteries and mods, but I wanted to give them a shot because I've seen post after post after post, and I wanted to see you know how their wire performed. So my experience is I've used hot wires, I've used Kanthal, I've used Mad Rabbit, and I can add Anarchist to the list. And I've done some research on the wires to try to gain a little bit more knowledge with it. The research I done was a lot of people sort of complain that it's overpriced, that the Anarchist wire is overpriced, and that you can get the same performance out of Kanthal. You know, you give $7 to $8 for a 50 to 100 foot roll of Kanthal. I gave $18 for 15 foot of Anarchist from Select Vape. Got it in and started doing a little messing around with it a little bit, and here's my personal thoughts on it. The Anarchist wire is a lot more pliable when you go to do wraps versus Kanthal. 20 gauge Kanthal, you can't really tell. I use it to tear up my fingers a lot, doing the wraps and such. The Anarchist wire is a lot more pliable, a lot more easier on my hands. And I'm a big fan of the 20 gauge and 22 gauge, so those are the two that I purchased. As far as how low you can build, I think you can get a little bit lower than you can with Kanthal, of course. But one of the biggest performance things that between the Anarchist and Kanthal is that Anarchist, you don't lose as much power in the legs on your coils. You pull up a vaping calculator. I got one for Android, and you do the measurements with a 4mm leg. With Kanthal, I think it said I was losing 5-point-some% power loss in just the legs. With Anarchist, it jumped down to like 2-point-something. same number of wraps, and the same size legs, and the Anarchist had less power loss, and which may not sound like a lot. And if you're just a normal everyday, vapor, and you're not doing it to compete, or then it may not make that much of a difference. But when you're competing in cloud comps, you want to gain as much of the edge that you can, but still be within the rules of that particular cloud comp. So that 2% that you save in the leg loss is a pretty huge number. I explain it to people like this. You can go to Walmart and go to the oil and purchase 6 quarts of the cheap Walmart oil, and that would work okay in your everyday car. But if you're drag racing or circle track racing or racing anything, you don't go for the cheap oil. You go for the more expensive, better performing oil. So with wire, it's sort of like that. If you're an everyday vapor and you're not looking to compete or nothing, Kanthal is perfect. Does wonders. But if you're in comps, you want to gain that edge, you're going to go for the Anarchist wire. So performance wise on the Anarchist, I love it. It heats up. It takes me a little bit longer to get the hot spots out of it than it does with Kanthal. But once you get the hot spots and get the coils centered where you want them to be, I mean, it's performance every time you hit that button. So I'm a huge fan of Anarchist wire right now. I want to try the immolation wire that just came out. I went to order some, but I couldn't find none that I could purchase 20 and 22. So it's still up in the air as far as what I'm wanting to sort of lay down and say, this is my wire, this is what I want to use, and this is what I'm going to promote. So, but Anarchist is definitely up there with it. I love the way it wraps. The heats up. I mean, the ramp up time is ridiculously low. You can build stupid low with it. I think I'm hitting 0.06 with a 6 wrap 20 gauge, which with Kanthal that's unheard of. So, and that's my thoughts on the Anarchist wire. Speaking of the Anarchist wire, I bought mine from Select Vape. It was 18 bucks for a 15-foot roll. I bought 20 and 22 gauge, and when I got my package in yesterday, I was really pleasantly surprised that Select Vape really hooked me up. And a lot of people may think, well, this ain't no big a deal, but when I bought the wire, that's all I bought. Just 3 packets of wire, two rolls of 20 and a roll of 22. Opened up my package, and there's a pair of blue handled wire cutters in there, and it's packed up in my bag right now. I'm lazy, I don't want to pull it out, but I didn't order that. And I also got a couple stickers, which is pretty cool, and a card to enter the Instagram contest. So big props to Select Vape. That's awesome. I think I ordered I want to say maybe Wednesday. I ordered Wednesday, I think, and I had it here yesterday. That's super quick. To me, anyway, that's super quick. So, big props to those guys. I enjoy getting free stuff all the time. It was a pleasant surprise. So, big props to Select Vape. So, some upcoming news for us here, me and my wife, is we are closing in on 700 followers on Instagram. And just to give a quick hashtag plug here, I usually follow my Instagram and my Twitter a lot closely, more closer than say my Facebook page. So if you want to look me up on Instagram, it's OHM_Punisher. Look me up, add me. And with Twitter, it's the same, OHM_Punisher. But we're closing in on 700 followers on Instagram. And my wife and I, we're going to sit here and we're going to come up with like a major giveaway. We're going to select random points in our follower list. Again, sorry for the sinus infection, but we're going to I know we're going to do one when we get our 1,000th follower, and then we're going to hit it up probably 2,500, 5,000 follower mark. But we're going to do real huge giveaways for all of our followers on Instagram and Twitter to show the love. Twitter now, my Twitter's up to 2,600. So, but if you want to add me on there, I love interacting with the Vape Fam, and look forward to seeing you there. Let's see what else. Let me go to my handy dandy on that phone. Just a couple shout outs to the couple that vapes. That's another one you can follow. I appreciate their thoughts and prayers during this time. They've been, I don't know, it's crazy when you look at the vaping community and you interact with vapors on different levels, but the most honest and are honest and really into the vaping community for the right reason. That couple is. I love them to death. I do appreciate all their love and support. The couple that vapes, go check them out on Instagram. Let's see, moving on here. Actually, excuse me for a second here. Check a couple things here. I gotta find the name of that shop that just opened. I think it's Queen City Vapory. Let me look for it, make sure that's it. Pretty sure that's what it is. They're based out of Virginia Beach, which if they see this before them, but me and my wife is actually going out there in the spring. I want to pay them a visit while we go out there. These guys are prior military, and being prior military myself, I hold a special place for our military brothers and sisters. So yeah, it's Queen City Vapory. Go on Instagram, give them a follow, look them up. They have some really great deals right now. How I come across them is actually I was watching the Vapors TV, the couple of vapes, and they're one of their sponsors. And I want to see these guys do well in the vaping community, so I encourage you to go check them out. Go look at their product. Give them a try. Like I said, they're prior military, so I love my military brothers and sisters. So any way I can help them out, I'm going to do it. So Queen City Vapory, give them a shout out. Really, that's about it. Vape Fam, we need you to step up as well. Need you to send those emails, send those emails, phone calls to the White House. Get your representatives involved. Let them know that you support vaping and you want to do whatever it takes to make sure vaping stays the way it is right now. Other than that, fam, it's been pretty quiet over here on the home front. A few more weeks, we're going to do a another Vapors TV show, me and my wife, and we're going to do some more giveaways there. Try to help the fam out. And if you're a vapor and you find yourself up on some hard times right now, don't hesitate to give us a holler. Even if we don't have any product at the time when you message us or get in contact with us, we will find somebody that does and get you some, juice. Maybe you're out of juice, or maybe you've broke your mod and you don't have another mod, you don't get paid for a couple of weeks. Whatever the case is, we all find ourselves on that time where we're really down and we're out of juice, or whatever the case is. Give us a holler, let us know. We'll do what we can to help you guys out, to keep you from going back to cigarettes. So give us a shout out, give us a holler. Again, the biggest thing, research your companies that you're buying product from. It's getting so big now that we need to pay attention to those that are in the vaping community for the right reasons, and those who are not in the vaping community for the right reason. And again, go check out AV, Avid Life, Platinum Sheeran Vape Shop, and Goodfellows Vape Shop is the two I know of right off the top of my head that sells AV products. People, I've heard some people complain about the prices, but I want to share this little piece of knowledge with you. When I first started vaping, I was buying boxes here, mods, mechanical mods here, there, trying to find the one I like that I can use on a daily basis and enjoy it. And what I decided to do was I quit spending money on buying boxes and mechanical mods, because I was bound and determined to get me an authentic AV product. And for like a month, the money I saved on not buying those other products, I was able to purchase this Able. The money, I wish I'd have done this in the beginning, but you pay for what's the old saying that goes, you get what you pay for, right? So if I had to do all over again, I would just stick with AV products, because of their everything that they do for the vaping community is crazy. So if you find yourself wanting to get an AV product, but you may think it's expensive, count up the money that you spend on other mods that are just laying around. I probably got $2,000-3,000 in just mods laying around here that I don't use no more, because I don't enjoy using them on a daily basis. So save your money if you have to, because once you buy it, you're not going to be disappointed with it. Another shout out to my fam up in Pennsylvania, Cloud Chemistry Vapor. They got a great interactive website. They sell excellent juice. Diacetyl free. It's not got no extra added chemicals in there that might harm you. There's no sweeteners in it, and it's really great juice. You can go with something, a house blend, or if you got this concoction in your head you want to try out, it has an option on there for you to go in and special order that. You just put in there what flavors you want put together, your mix and your nic level, and then you got it, right? So give them a follow them. If you go on their website to order, you mention go to the discount section, you put in OHM FAM 16, and you get a 20% discount just for knowing me. Tell me how cool that is. Alright, so and TGR Vapors, they're working on their website right now. They got some new flavors coming out, but you can order from them on Facebook. If you just go and look in Facebook for TGR Vapor, has a phone number you can call, or you can order through Facebook. So fam, that's about all I got right now. Stay classy, stay foggy, and vape your face off, right? Vape on, vape fam.